Hey, new week, new video, and this one was busy. I dropped prices on OG Pilot, shipped features, I launched OG Pilot on TinyLaunch, and I also built a brand new product in just a couple of hours. And it's not the one that I talked to in the previous video. If you're new here, I'm Raul, and I'm building in public and trying to document my journey on growing my apps to $10,000 MRR and sharing it as raw and honestly as I can. So let's start with OG Pilot. I decided to drop prices because I felt like for an OG image generator, it was just too expensive. So if you remember last week, somebody bought a one-off generation for $5. I ended up refunding that customer now that I've dropped the prices. So because that's what I feel it's fair. So now one-off generations go for $2. And my SaaS offering, which is the automated OG image generation for your entire website or domain, starts at $5 per month and $50 per year. And on the higher tier plans, you also get image credits that you can use in order to generate more novel OG images for certain pages where you can do different styles. I have over 15 styles in OG Pilot supported, like pencil drawing or those artistic ball pen drawings, or do a watercolor, which I feel like look really good on blog posts. But yeah, the idea is to drop prices and hoping that I get more customers to try out the app, so I get more real use cases, get more feedback in order to improve the product based on that. And if not, I'm just gonna move on to something else, I guess, because right now OG Pilot serves my needs. I started as to scratch my own itch, which I needed for my own apps in order to automate the OG image generations for Git Digest, for Squingo, and whatever other app I'll be building. So yeah, for Git Digest, I shipped 2 new features. I shipped public organization profiles and public changelogs. So now, if you want to keep your customers in the loop, but you have like private repositories on GitHub, if you have Git Digest connected, you can go into settings, public profile, and then toggle on the public organization profile. And then you get like a really nice landing page with all your connected repositories that have a public changelog enabled. It has this nice GitHub contribution graph like grids. And yeah, for each customers or your investors, they can just go into the project's changelog and see what the team has shipped lately. Yeah, this was also mostly for trying to be more build more awareness for my own projects. So again, scratching my own itch and trying to build in public as much as I can so people can stay on top of my progress and see how I'm doing with my apps, what I'm currently working on and whatnot. So I feel like this is a really nice addition to Git Digest. And yeah, it's still small, but honestly, it serves my needs so far, and I have 3 active customers on it. So yeah, I'll keep improving it. I'll keep building small stuff while I'm shifting my focus on these new apps and these new ideas that I have right now. So after the new idea, now the most personal thing I worked on this week, I launched a brand new app, Calm Companies. You can find it at calmcompanies.club. And it's a curated list of companies that prioritize work-life balance, productivity over work hours, and calm over hustle culture. So the idea comes directly from my own experience for over a decade working in the tech industry. At one point, I worked at an employee monitoring company. And I got fired for trying to create a better work culture. So after that, I started to actively look for companies and that genuinely care about balance and not just saying like they do on their careers page. Over the years, I've spent numerous hours researching and trying to collect these companies. And what I found was that the smaller the profitable or the bootstrap the company is, the more likely it is to prioritize this type of things. So back in 2021, I found my first company. They had no meetings, no deadlines, and no full-time employees. I worked 4 hours per day on my own terms, and somehow I became more productive, more creative, and genuinely happier because I got to spend the rest of my day with my family and my friends. So when I needed time off, I took it with no guilt, no permission, and no explanations. It completely changed the way how I think about work. And things have changed a lot since then. And now I'm on a journey to build my own calm company. Calm Companies is my attempt to share what I've learned and help others find a better way to work. So right now, Calm Companies is live. Yay! And it costs $5 per year. I already have 3 subscribers, so thank you. This honestly made my week. And the first newsletter goes out on Monday, December 22nd. So if this resonates with you, feel free to subscribe. Even if it stays small, the project matters to me. So yeah, next I'll be doing a bit more marketing for companies. And after that, I'm gonna shift my focus to build the MVP for the marketing agency that I talked with you about last week in my last video. So hopefully that one can turn into a high value B2B customer. So yeah, still experimenting, still building, still trying things in public. But that's it for the week. So if you're building something or if you're looking for a calmer, better way to work, hit me up in the comments. And thanks for watching. Over and